Let's take a look at the chart action for Cardano. Alright, so in yesterday's video, I was targeting from this channel right here, basically the top to the bottom of that back of that channel, drag it to the breakout, looking at a target of somewhere right there. I told you we hit the target, and I was kind of wondering what we were doing now. It still looks like we went up a little bit, but it looks like we're trending down, so we're still around that target area. But what I was really wondering yesterday is were we gonna break the previous resistance right over here. So if we broke this right here, then I was gonna get bullish, and if not, then I was thinking that we might have a double top, and that's what it kind of looks like. In general, I think we need to break this level right here. The wick at the top was around 2.9736, maybe a little bit 2.969, somewhere around there. And so yeah, that's basically, if we could break this level right here, the previous top, then I think that will be the bullish sign. Right now, from the wick down to the body of this one, that the highest point, basically the highest point of this one to the highest point of this one, it is trending down a little bit. So, which is kind of interesting when we're looking at that bearish divergence. Let's take a look at that. Because if we go to like the daily time frame, see the bodies on the daily time frame, if we take away this, take these lines right here, the bodies are trending up still, but there's a wick right there. So I don't know. Let's take a look at this relative strength index. If we go to the indicators and then search for relative strength index, it'll bring up this. So basically what I was looking at is from this point right here to this point right here, trending up, and right there to right there, which is the same thing, trending down. It is trending down. So that's a bearish divergence basically. And if we look right here, we're still kind of getting it, but like I was saying, I don't know, if you look at the bodies, it's trending up and this is trending down still. So, but actually if you look at the wick compared to the body, it was a little bit down. I'm not sure. In general, I still think we have this trend line, something like this. And if we could break through that possibly, maybe even let's do something like this. In general, I'll be looking at this RSI, and if we could break through some of these trend lines, then this bearish divergence won't mean anything. But if we keep on kind of going to the downside on the RSI and we're going up on the price, then that's not a good sign. If this is going down and this is going up, that's not good. That's a bearish divergence anyways. I've been trying to get better at spotting bullish divergences, which is when this goes up and this is going down, but I never look for it. So that's one thing I'll have to get better at. But in general, like I said, I'll be watching this previous resistance. If we could break through that, then that'll be bullish. But right now, we're kind of in this pattern, something like this, where we're still testing this uptrend right here. And until we break this bottom trend line right here to the downside, then I don't know, then I won't be looking at previous support lines to buy more. I'll either be looking at this line right here or this line right here to see which one will break, because it seems like we're bouncing in between them right now. Alright, so let's take a look at the total crypto market cap. Basically, in yesterday's video, I was wanting to break above this previous resistance, kind of like on Cardano. If we could break above this, then I think that's the bullish signal. But until then, we're basically kind of in a downtrend. We broke above this previous resistance right there. I was talking about how we are getting higher lows and lower lows and lower highs before, and then so by coming up here, we got a higher than this high, but we haven't broken the higher high right there. So one thing that I am looking at though is we are above my big trend line, my big uptrend right here. We are still above it right now. Let's see if we can hold above this trend line right here onto the upside, or if we break down to the downside and continue this kind of downtrend. It looks very confusing right now. It looks like we have a downtrend and kind of like a big, kind of strong uptrend. It looks like we're back on that big one kind of. It looks like it was kind of just a fake out a little bit, but I'm still kind of watching it very closely to see if we could break above this or if we break below that. I'm still kind of cautious right now until we break one or the other. All right, so let's take a look at Cardano to Bitcoin. So basically, I was watching this support right here, this support right here, this resistance. Actually, mainly the resistance right here. I'm looking at these supports, but I was mainly watching to see if we could break above this resistance. It looks like we got some more resistance right there, that same area. And like I was talking about on Cardano, it kind of looks like a double top. If we don't break above this line right here and we start breaking to the downside, we're going to have to look at it as a double top and assume that we're going to come down and maybe retest this level or maybe down here. I'm not 100% sure. This is the line that I'm looking at on Cardano to Bitcoin. If we could break above that, that's going to be bullish. I think we could maybe target somewhere up here. Now let's take a look at Cardano to Ethereum. All right, so basically we're in a similar situation. It looks like we have some sort of double top, something like this. This one looks a little bit like it broke above it a little bit better, and it looks like we're getting a little bit of green candles. Like I said, we're still on an uptrend, so compared to Ethereum and Bitcoin. So I think if we could break this right here, we're going to see something pretty nice. But like I said, we have to break above these levels first. This one is a little more slanty to the upside. Yesterday, this is what I was looking. We didn't have this information right here, but now we do. So let's move this trend line going to the upside, something like this. Now we have to break this line a little higher, but still we got a little bit of resistance. We came up, got resistance right there, got support right there, got resistance right there. Now, so it looks like we're doing some sort of something like this. Let's see if we could break through on that third one. Let's see, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Or if we have to come down for 5 and break through down right there. We're going to have to wait and see what Cardano does in general. All right, so if we swing back to Cardano, I'm basically watching this uptrend we have going like this until we break it going to the downside. Then I'll start looking for previous support levels, doing some Fibonacci levels and stuff like that. But right now I'm watching this possible double top. Let's see if we could break this line right there, which is sitting at around 2.97, somewhere around there. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are we going to break through the double top and keep heading up, or do you think we need a little correction? That's the real reason why I'm wondering. We've had a big, huge run, and we're getting some nice little corrections. This little correction, boom, boom. Maybe even that's all we need. Maybe we just need to come down and retest this trend line again and then come back up to break through this. But I mean, because we haven't had any big corrections like testing down to the 180 or anything like that. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you guys like that video, hit that thumbs up.